It's rare for a documentary to shake people before they even watch it, but Sean Combs' The Reckoning did just that. The trailer alone had Diddy Combs' lawyers calling it a shameful hit piece, and when the series dropped on Netflix, the conversation only got louder. Viewers called it grim, necessary, and at times hard to watch, while critics described it as a relentless look at a man who once defined an entire era of music. Combs now stands at the center of one of the most disturbing downfalls in pop culture. The documentary doesn't ease anyone into its story, opening with Combs in a hotel room, stressed and pacing, trying to manage a growing storm around him. This footage captures his last 6 days before federal agents arrested him, and its existence, along with the filmmaker's access, instantly made the documentary one of the most talked about releases of the year. Combs built an empire on charisma, ambition, and a talent for turning artists into stars. But the series reveals another side of that rise, told by former employees, childhood friends, artists, and even jurors from his federal trial. The mix of voices paints an unflattering picture, with many allegations denied by Combs, whose team insists these stories are motivated by grudges, money, or revenge. However, seeing each person describe their experience back-to-back is unnerving. Central to the documentary is the trial that changed everything. Earlier this year, after an intense courtroom battle, a jury found Combs guilty on 2 counts related to prostitution, though he was acquitted of more serious sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy charges. His lawyers claimed the verdict proved the prosecution overreached, while prosecutors stated it was only the beginning. The documentary allows the jury to speak for themselves. Juror 160, who grew up hearing his music, described her reaction to the 2016 surveillance video of Combs beating Cassandra Cassie Ventura as blunt. It's unforgivable. Still, she reminded viewers that domestic violence was not one of the charges they were asked to decide on. Another juror, Juror 75, admitted he walked into the courtroom with zero knowledge of Combs, finding the relationship between Combs and Ventura the most confusing part. He discussed their affectionate messages after the assault and the back-and-forth nature of their relationship, emphasizing how 2 people can live in a cycle outsiders don't understand. He insisted the jury looked at everything and delivered what he believes was the right verdict. Not everyone agrees. Capricorn Clark, a former assistant who testified, felt the jury didn't believe her, describing jurors smiling at Combs as if starstruck. Then there's Aubrey O'Day, a former member of Donity Kane, who appears shaken as she reads explicit emails and photos she says Combs sent her. She describes a power dynamic that left her feeling trapped, questioning if a forgotten night constituted rape. It is one of the most unsettling moments in the entire series. Other allegations come from people who were with Combs during the bad boy era. Kirk Burroughs, who co-founded the label, describes a world where humiliation and intimidation were part of the culture. He even suggests, without evidence, that Combs may have been involved in the events leading to Tupac Shakur's death, a claim Combs has always denied. The series also dives into the 6 days leading up to Combs' arrest, revealing shocking footage from his private archive. In one clip, he's on the phone with his lawyer, talking about needing someone skilled in the dirtiest of dirty business to handle the media, stating, "We're losing." 6 days later, federal agents took him into custody. Combs is now serving a 50-month sentence at Fort Dix in New Jersey, appealing both his conviction and sentence, and faces dozens of civil lawsuits alleging sexual abuse. His spokesperson claims the Netflix series repeats unverified claims and relies on people with financial motives, arguing that executive producer 50 Cent is spinning a narrative out of personal vendetta. They also insist the documentary uses footage stolen from Combs' private archive. Netflix says they obtained the footage legally, and the director states Combs' team was invited to participate but never responded. 50 Cent, a longtime adversary, seems almost amused by the legal threats, pushing the series into an even brighter spotlight. The film raises bigger questions: why we idolize people to the point of blindness, why fame protects some and destroys others, and why people stay silent about powerful figures for so long. Whatever the truth, this series has changed the conversation around one of music's most influential names, leaving everyone with an uneasy feeling. How many of these moments were hiding in plain sight? For more breaking updates, remember to follow Xplained daily. Do you think this documentary will change the way the industry treats powerful figures going forward?